Hi friends, Right Careers welcomes you to another brand new video for this week. This is Sudarshan, your career coach. Are you fascinated by seeing the sky or space? The seeing of sky excites you a lot. Are you someone who often goes to your terrace or up your terrace or the rooftop and then casually look at the stars or sun or moon or whatever it is and then understand something out of it? Then you're a natural astronaut. If you are someone like that who often go upstairs and then understand, would like to see the space or stars and then get excited out of it, then this entire video is for you. Watch out. Yes, the career that we have taken for this week is careers in astronomy, right? So we all would have come across this term astronomy in our daily walks of life because it's a very common and popular term. So let us see what is astronomy. Academic purpose, we need to see what is astronomy. So astronomy, to begin with, is one of the oldest sciences. Yes, it is definitely a science and it is not a new age science. It's one of the oldest sciences. Ancient days, people, or rather astronauts, used to see the sky, used to carry out observation of the sky or space and then infer some kind of information and then make predictions. That's what they used to do in good old days. It's been there since time immemorial, I should say, right from the days of mankind. Astronomy has always been there. Therefore, astronomy is a scientific study of stars, planets, moon, and various other celestial objects. So that's galaxy. So this is exactly astronomy. So it basically integrates the knowledge of physics, chemistry, and more importantly mathematics, and then brings out that combination in the form of predictions, right? So some of the famous astronauts that we usually come across or usually talk about, or definitely Galileo is one of the famous astronaut, Neil Armstrong, another famous astronaut who landed in the moon first, and then we have our own Indian Kalpana Chawla. So these are some of the examples of famous astronauts, right? So what do astronomers do, or rather what do astronomers study? So as I just told before, it's a vast study combining maths, physics and chemistry. So definitely that is what you will be studying, more of physics and then mathematics and chemistry. You will be studying about planetary movements. A lot of planets move, right? We would have studied planets in our school days, so Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, etc. So in astronomy we will be studying more about the planetary movements. We'll be studying about the stars, we'll be studying about the moon, galaxies, etc. What you will be studying, you will be doing research about these things. You will be doing research about the solar system and then infer data. So basically you collect data and then you infer, you analyze data and then come out with predictions. That's exactly what astronauts do. So there are several branches of astronomy also, which again have become very common these days. Some of them include astrophysics, which I'm sure you would have come across as a student, astrometeorology, astrobiology, and astrogeology. So these are some of the branches of astronomy, I should say. We'll see a little bit in detail. So why you pursue astronomy as a student? Why should you pursue astronomy? Very simple. India is not only a superpower in IT, it's also one of the superpowers in space world. Therefore there is a dire need for Indians to actually study astronomy because there's a huge amount of employment opportunity both within the country and outside the country. So once you finish pursuing, once you pursue astronomy and once you become an astronaut, you can definitely choose academics as a career option, because this being a research subject, you can become a professor, you can become an astronaut, you can also get into physics, you can become a physicist, you can become an astrophysicist, you can become a scientist, you can become an astronomer. So these are some of the career options that are available for an astronaut. So how does someone become an astronaut academically? Obviously, you have to take science group after your class 10, which is PCM, physics, chemistry, maths is a must in grade 11 and 12. So once you finish your physics, chemistry, mathematics, there are two ways to become an astronaut. The first way is the traditional way, where you pursue your BSc Physics, Bachelor's of Science in Physics. It's a 3-year program in India, and then pursue MSc, Masters in Physics, once again 2-year program, and then enroll for your PhD. So this is the traditional route to become an astronaut. The second route is to obviously, pursue engineering. So which branch? You can ideally, choose computer science engineering, because computational data of physics is something, modern astronauts do. So BTech or BE in computer science, followed by MTech or MS in astrophysics, and then you can pursue your PhD. So these are the ways that someone can become a astronaut. So where to study in India undergraduation? As always, IITs and NITs offer BTech computer science or any other engineering branch. And then you have IIST Trivandrum, Indian Institute of Space Technology Trivandrum. You have IISc Bangalore, and then you have whole lot of private universities where you can pursue your undergraduation in engineering as well as BSc in physics. Some of the pros and cons, I thought in our video. The pros, definitely it's a fascinating subject. Astronomy is a fascinating subject to study with so much of research opportunities that are there, and then the skills that you uh, earn out of this program, out of astronomy, will excite the employers a lot, which means there is a huge scope of you getting very well paid in this profession. Usually astronauts get paid one notch above than the rest, and then you also, it's a prestigious profession. You work for agencies like NASA or ISRO or larger companies with a great reputation of research and development. You get to work on with companies like that. Flip side, definitely the subject is intellectually demanding. There is no doubt. You have to be academically brilliant and strong in your school, especially in physics and mathematics, to excel or to even pursue this program or this career, because it is intellectually a demanding subject, I should say. One more flaw I can think of, or flip side I can think of, is the moment you finish your PhD, that's when your career will actually start to flourish, which means the learning cycle after your BE, BTech or MS, or even after your MSc in physics, after 5 years of formal education, your PhD will go on for another 4 or 5 years, which means after your 12th standard, you got to be mentally prepared for the next 10 years in academics before you start something, as a professional career, which means PhD is a bare minimum or must, I should say, when it comes to choosing this as a career. So, but for these things, I think astronomy, if you're really, once again, really excited about looking at sky, these days, especially time of monsoon, where do we go? We go to Facebook and then look upon people like, Tamil Nadu weatherman or blogger. Who are they? They're actually one form of astronauts where they actually predict whether the rains are going to come. So you can actually take it as a part-time also, and do something out of astronomy. And so that's all I have for this week. If you have really passionate, and if you are really excited about looking at sky, this is a great career to choose. And do subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is www.youtube.com/rightcareers, and click on the bell button. It functions these days. And until next Monday with another brand new video, see you all. Stay safe in this rains. Take care. Thank you.